and welcome back to my channel, India Chosen by God. And on today's episode, I will be bringing you another story time. The hardest sermon I ever had to preach was at my grandmother's funeral. So let's get into it. Okay, after I left my initial sermon, and if you haven't watched my last story time about my initial sermon, I'm going to link it somewhere up here, and I'm also going to put it down in the description box below. But after I left my initial sermon, which was November 8th, 2014, on our way home, I heard the Lord say, "It's time. I'm coming to get your grandmother, and I want you to preach her funeral." And I was shocked, you know, and I was saying to myself, should I tell my mom? And I don't know. And so eventually I did share with her what the Lord told me. And her birthday was November 30th. And after her birthday is when things started going downhill. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and the doctors told us that she was in the last stages of Alzheimer's. And her doctor said there's nothing else we can do but just make her comfortable. I prayed and I asked God to let me know when he was coming to get her, because I didn't want to be sleeping and I didn't want to be not at home when he came. So on Sunday, January 25th, 2015, 7 in the morning, the Lord woke me up. And I kind of jumped up out of my sleep, and I heard her breathing. It was like she was taking her last breath. And I was getting ready to jump off the bed, and I was just praying to myself and saying, "Lord, help me, prepare me for when I go in there." So I run down the hallway. I turn the light on, and I walk over to her bed, and I look at her, and I can tell that she just left her body. So I went to wake my mom up and to let her know that she has passed. I helped my mom take care of my grandmother for 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. Family is everything. That's why Satan hates family so much, because there's power behind family. That's why he's trying to come up against family with like same-sex marriages. He's trying to distort the image of family. And he's trying to make the men more feminine and the women more masculine, because he hates family, because there's power there. And I preached from my grandmother's favorite scripture, which is Psalms 121. I will lift my eyes into the hills, from whence comes my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. And I preached from that, and I was just, shared a little bit about her. She loved to sing. Her favorite song was "I Love the Lord." She called everybody Tina, which is my mom's name. So when she would, say something to me or try to get my attention, she would say Tina. And one day, when my grandmother could still walk a little bit, we would take her to the bathroom, and we would bathe her in the bathroom. And I would hold her up, and my mama would bathe her. And one day, I was holding her, and my mom was, getting her washcloth ready. And she said, "Indy," which is my nickname, Indy. And that really touched my heart, because she knew who I was before she left this world. And one thing I forgot to share with you all, back to when I did my initial sermon, I went to my grandmother's room, and I just told her that God called me into ministry to preach. And I was just talking to her about it, and I said, I call her Mama. I said, "Mama, and I promised that I would never let go of God's hand, and I will always preach the truth no matter what." And I was just promising her that I will hold on to God and stand bold for him no matter what. So yeah, that's my story. I'm gonna see if I can put some pictures up of my grandmother at the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Love y'all. God bless.